All right. Session number 4 of D&D with the Crayz Crew. And oh my gosh, was this an event? Was this a day, and was this a session? There was boredom, there was bridge crossing, there was drugging, there was death. And then there was some mending that was involved, and a lot of persuasion that kind of went some ways. So it all started out, our adventurers sitting on a cliff, some of them working their way down the cliff, others observing the cliff. One of them taking pop shots at murlocs that are guarding a castle on a floating island. Another having taken 2 steps on air and walking out towards what looked to be nothing, found themselves a bridge. With the discovery of this bridge, the other adventurers were able to gather their courage and take the step of faith. The trust bridge proved to be trustworthy, and our adventurers made their way across. Mr. Matteo made his way from about midway down the cliff, all the way up to the island by use of the rain and mist travel ability that he possessed, and proceeded to relax, hang out, and observe what was going on from there. He helped to take over and control one of the 2 Murloc guards and forced it to murder its brother and then walk off a cliff. While this was going on, the other adventurers were making their way across the Trust Bridge, some faster than others, and one certain fire fairy was battling the winds of a tornado practically as she flew as fast as possible against a headwind and rain, and finally became victorious on the other side and seeked out the shelter of the tree. One particular occurrence was a Miss Nova Loomis and an Aaron found themselves a little bit wibbly wobblies across this here bridge, and it took them quite a while and a small break in between to have some tea, get wobbly again, and have a very interesting time trying to find many different ways of how to potentially kill themselves while trying to make it across the bridge as fast as possible. Mind you, they tried just about everything: walking, running, carrying each other. At one point, Aaron even tried to use his weapon to slingshot himself around the bridge, that is invisible, by the way, to try and propel himself forward. Unfortunately, that found him right next to his wonderful bridge mate and barely moved very far at all. The slowest of the bunch, Miss Caitlin, did a tried and true method of the tortoise beat the hare. Unfortunately, though, the tortoise did not beat the hare in this one, but still made it across successfully after much encouragement and sticking to her ways. Once everyone was across, there were a few reconnaissance and investigation attempts, which revealed a group of bullywugs. 3 groups, realistically, to be exact. On the other side of this wall, a courtyard was discovered, and the team proceeded to attack in various manners. The attacks did start with Sir Roderick attacking outright, flat out, yeeting the first bullywug that he saw, killing it, but unfortunately landed himself 5 damage from the other two that were nearby. The others were then quickly taken out or engaged in different manners. Sir Roderick did, after attacking the one, go straight and attack others, and unfortunately did land himself another 5 damage, downing him and forcing him into Constitution saving rolls. He did fail the very first one, but the second one did successfully bring him back to 1 HP, in which case Mathael was able to provide a void shield on top of him, and then void walk him over to the main gate, where he was able to give him a med kit and bring him back to full health. After that, Sir Roderick was very fiery to go back, but had to wait a turn since he had been slashed to bits. And the rest of the group, Kyla, Nova, and Aaron, proceeded to completely sniff out, smoke out, and slaughter another 3 bullywugs. But the main event was the discovery and the transformation of Miss Caitlin upon discovering her acquaintance, Sir Roderick, was down. She transformed from her dark elf normal form into a demonic form, boosting all of her stats, providing her with health regen, and allowing her attacks to absolutely demolish. She was able to kill 3 of the 4, I believe, 2 to 3 of the 4 bullywugs that had attacked Sir Roderick, with the help of Mathael as well, picking off and doing a little bit of damage to those that needed it. And with all of that, they were left with 1 bullywug. This poor bullywug was shaking in its boots, no weapon in hand. It was then interrogated while it had very little HP, mind you. Interrogated by Sir Roderick about where the Liger was. Unfortunately, this poor bullywug had no idea where that Liger was, but did point them in the direction of the king of the bullywugs, and said that he probably knew where it was. After that, Sir Roderick quickly dispatched him with the running of a sword through his wonderful fleshy bits, and he ceased to breathe. Mathael, after helping out take out this slew of enemies, did find himself the ability, and did take it, to void walk through the physical walls of the castle, and now resides inside the castle with no idea what to expect. And with that, we wrapped up, and with that, our session ends. Session 4 of the Crayz Crew. And oh my gosh, you gotta watch the YouTube video. Because oh my gosh, there were so many nat 1s. Catch you on the next one.